Trump and the modern-day MAGA pastors on the right-wing media are setting America up for a dangerous and violent 2024 presidential election outcome. Here's the problem with how MAGA media is trying to frame the 2024 election. The whimsical tale goes like this. Donald Trump, by all indicators, cannot possibly lose the election to President Biden. And if he does lose, there must be some shady shit that went down, aka Democrats cheated. That is just as crazy as if the left wing saying that there's no way Biden can lose. Don't you see the danger in this? MAGA cultists hear this asinine claim made by their favorite cable evangelists, anchors on conspiracy news, conservative news stations, and they believe it as if it came straight from Jesus Christ himself. And if their convicted sexual groper happens to lose, some of them will act violently if instructed on this feeling of being robbed of their freedom to speak, pray, and to be all around assholes, because that is what they have been told for years now, and it is only going to get worse. Even the $1 billion loss in court to Fox News' bottom line for lying to their viewers about the 2020 election hasn't changed the MAGA sermons of fear and evil and victimhood at Fox Church of Conspiratology. If you think this idea is crazy, just look at the end of the 2020 election, where many Republicans thought and still think that the election was stolen from them. As bad as that was, this time will be worse. Trump is spitting straight ether, and his base is primed and ready and waiting. If Trump wins, they will be ready to enforce any unconstitutional order on the public Trump can imagine. If Trump loses, well, I think that might be just as scary a prospect for America for the reasons I am talking about now. It's not just mainstream conservative news. Oh no, the money is too good and the shot at power too tempting for just the elites. Right-wing podcaster and real-life Jabba the Hutt Steve Bannon calls for civil war every day, and he uses religious terms to really give it that American Inquisition vibe. Let's not forget rejected special needs South Park character and black beanie connoisseur Tim Cass. He is the guy who in every video pulls some conspiracy out of his beanie to explain away Trump's fucked up and erratic behavior, who also every other week has to cut his live feed because another one of his MAGA cult extremists are calling for the death of Democrat and anyone who dares hold Trump accountable. To be clear, Tim Cass cut his feed so he did not get demonetized, not because he disagreed about violence against political rivals. It's all about the money, not bettering America for his listeners. This violent Trump can't lose or else drumbeat will continue to get louder and more religified, as the right will and has framed this election as good versus evil. We have heard this before, but now with this added biblical end times, all to instill fear in evangelicals who are too stupid to look past scripture and stare reality in the face. America needs to pay attention and realize what this new MAGA religious conservative cult of cruelty, where their God and religion override your freedoms and beliefs, where Trump's feelings and vanity will be top priority for every new Project 2025 MAGA cultist new hire, where we will get more Supreme Court judges who feel because they believe in God that they are God and can fuck around with individuals' hard-fought and well-deserved rights and freedom. And finally, for those of you on the right cheering on this questionable at best, completely politicized and corrupt court in reality, remember that the pendulum of power goes both ways, and that a radical left court will have every right to behave in this manner because of the precedent set by Samuel Alito and fake-ass Clarence Thomas, putting personal beliefs and righting perceived wrongs once ultimate judicial power was cultivated and bought all through the shell company of the Federalist Society, run by religious lunatic judge farmer Leonard Leo, who is currently awaiting Trump's second term to put the next Alito and Thomas religious tag team superstars to pray the rest of our rights away like Roe, same-sex marriage, and contraception.